Welcome everybody. So here we are. Let me know again, as always, is the volume all right? Music to voice. It should be perfect, just like the past few weeks, because nothing has changed. I am thinking about maybe next week trying a different streaming program, software, so we'll see how that plays out. But for now, who knows? Everyone's at church. What's going on? Okay, let's do a quick roll call here, see what's happening. So we got Stephen Calkin, High Speed Miner, Michael D, Jesus, MC, High Speed Miner, Fudweiser, Patrick Gain. Hey, all good. We're only recommend Canadians. I don't know, maybe because all the Canadian YouTubers are the best ones. That could be a possibility, you know. We got, who do we got all in Canada? We got Panda, we got me, we got Mining Chamber, we got Linus, you know, everybody. So there you go. MC, what else do we got here? Golden Wolf, welcome. Bad Cat, White Arctic Walker, MC, I believe I already said that a couple times. So yeah, welcome everyone to our Sunday Crypto Show, where we go through rig picks, we talk about whatever, because we usually blow through our rig picks fairly fast. We don't have that many, and we also get posted on the fly. So if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, join the Discord, link is in the description, post your rig pictures so we can go through them every Sunday. Living in Dallas, Texas, what's going on? I see you just posted a picture, so we will be checking that out today as well. And it looks like we got a little bit of red action happening. Can you guys hear a fan in the background? I'm just curious. I kind of have some background noise blocker on because I do have that test rig beside me. If you guys were here yesterday, I believe most of you, I recognize all the names, are the old regulars, and I believe most of you were here yesterday. But if not yesterday, we were talking about CPU mining possibly becoming more profitable than GPU mining after the merge and everything. Just a good possibility. But we're doing our tests here. I do have the numbers for my one-day test on my efficiency settings. Well, efficiency based on previous things like XMR and Monero Ocean and stuff. So those settings, I do have my full 24-hour results for that. I'll go through them here. Right now, I do have the clock tuner. I'm going for max hash rate here on a stock cooler. I'm testing out to see if a stock cooler can even do this based on temperature-wise. So we'll see what happens when I get to that. But right now, I'm running the Ryzen clock tuner. I got the DRAM calculator. Everything is cranked up. So initially, when I've got like 15,380 hashes on XMR, those are the settings I'm pretty much going to be using for the next 24-hour test to see what our hash to watt ratio is, how much coins per day we will mine on RTM, as well as how much power it actually draws. So this next test will be pretty exciting. Again, I got to keep an eye on the temperatures because if the stock cooler cannot handle that. I do have two rigs with NHD 15s, exact same rigs. All my rigs are exactly the same, except for one actually, which is running an Asus X570 motherboard, so it might use a little more power. But for all my testing purposes and everything, I always use the exact same setup. And I do have two of the NHD 15 Noctua coolers, so if I need to, I will just swap this out and throw one of those rigs on the test bench here. But for now, so far it does look like the stock cooler, at least through its tuning testing right now, should be able to handle this. Now AMD on a 3900X, they say running 24/7 long term without degrading any Ryzen 3900X can run to 85 to 90 degrees Celsius according to AMD. So running that or lower will not void any warranties and everything, as that is actually recommended as within the proper temperatures to use. And so far the stock cooler has only been peaking around maybe 55 to 70. That's just through the testing, just quick glimpses. So far we are okay with just the stock cooler. And as for overclocks for the testing I am at right now, we're at like 4.25 all the way, depending on the core and the clock, 4.25 down to like 4.1 gigahertz, and we're running out of voltage of 1.25. So that test will be coming later on throughout the week. Eventually, when I gather all my information together on this coin, again, it's going to take a good couple weeks to get all the info based on this, because I got to do a 24-hour test to a new wallet address each time I do change a setting. That way I can just get the exact numbers needed and an average on power consumptions and everything for a nice hash to watt ratio, and we can figure out what settings are the best to run when it does come to Raptorium. And then I will put all that information together into a single video and release that to you guys. So we kind of went through all that. So let me just check the chat. What's going on here? Sounds great. So you never got your old channel? No, not yet. I have another appeal, which would be appeal number 8. going through this week, so I think Thursday or Friday I can file for that one. So we'll see what happens there. I believe Misfit Mining is also streaming right now. It's like trying to hijack our slot here, but that's all right. You know, just head over there, say, hey, Rabbit's streaming, come on over. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't do that. Let them do their thing. We'll do our thing, and we have all sorts of fun together. But I'm going to go through my numbers that I did currently get for yesterday, because if some of you guys were curious. So for a 24-hour test on Raptorium, true, look far back, better than the black one. So okay, so we're going through here. These are my actual, you won't be able to see on the screen. We will do like an ROI on the screen based on the calculator, but here's what I got. So I was running 3.6 all-core overclock on Raptorium for 24 hours, and I had a average hash rate. Now the reason we're going with average hash rate here is because it has a whole bunch of mini algorithms within it. So every time you throw your CPU on that, you will pretty much see a different hash rate. So you got to go by the average of the pool and everything that stays for 24 hours. And I worked out to 2.86 kilohash, so 2,860 hashes on Raptorium on an average for 24 hours. My CPU temps were 45 to 55 degrees Celsius on the stock cooler, so running these settings is 100% perfectly fine, which saves you like $100 in Canada anyway on an NHD 15 cooler. So running the stock cooler, which comes with the CPU, knocks the price down. Now on average, we had like 118 watts, 106, 95, 92, 88, and 85 watts. Now for an average between the six, that works out to be an average of 97 watts. And that means a power price at 10 cents per kilowatt hour is $6.98 per month on power is what you'll pay on that. Now, what did we actually mine for that 24-hour period? We got 1,763 RTM, so Raptorium coins. We're going to go to our Raptorium here, and we're going to punch that in right here, 1765. I'm just going to refresh this in case price changed or something so we can see the exact number right now. So 1765 works out to be $2.32 USD. That's pretty good actually for a CPU only averaging 97 watts. That's less power than a GPU. So pretty insane there at $2.32. Now to build this rig, it cost me about, I always look for used parts and market and everything. It cost me about $800 to fully build this rig. Now where is what? Oh, I don't even know where I'm going here. All right, we're going to go to the Canadian dollar. So that's $2.92. So we're going to go to 800 here. We're going to divide that by $2.92. That will give us an ROI of 273 days. So like 2/3 of a year, 3/4. So under 1 year, you will ROI your rig. We're sitting at GPU profits and ROIs pretty much here. And we talked about it a lot yesterday, and I will have a dedicated video on it. Come the merge and the Raven halving and everything that's coming into play, GPUs could become very unprofitable and CPUs could overthrow GPUs in profitability. That is a pretty insane thing to think about right now. A lot of people don't really talk about CPUs. I've just been kind of going into it. So those are the numbers I have so far. Again, every 24 hours I'm going to have a new test because I want to test these higher overclocks. Then I want to test with like my DRAM calculator, which I got right now, everything maxed out. Then I'm going to throw in stock, no XMP profile on the RAM, because everything before we always found out the least amount of any type of tuning on a CPU works out to be more efficient. So I'm going to try this test. I'm going to turn off XMP profile on the RAM, exact same CPU settings, try that and see what kind of hash rates and power consumptions we get. Then I'm going to tune it down to probably 4 gigahash, do the exact same thing, XMP tuned, XMP profile off, and then down to 3.8. And then I'm going to pretty much compare all those settings together. So each one of those is its own 24-hour test. So based on that, that's at least another 6 days worth of testing, as long as everything goes back to back. So I'm going to probably have like a 2-day gap in between each test. So we're looking at least possibly 12 days to get fully tested on Raptorium to see how it goes. A lot of people just, just throw stuff out there, but I'm going to be trying to tune this thing extensively and get accurate numbers out to you guys. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be quite interesting. Anyway, so yeah, that was our big intro we just shot out there. So we do have some rig fix and everything to do. Anonymous Miner, what would you recommend for 3 times AM4 motherboards as far as CPU? 3 motherboards, AM4. Which motherboards are they? Are they X470s? Are they XB550s? 570s? Depending on what they are, myself, best price to performance on a CPU when it comes to mining would be the 3900X processor. I have found them in Canada as low as $450. MSRP on those CPUs are $600, $620 or something Canadian. So pretty much cut 30-40% off of that, and that'll give you like the USD value. I don't really know everything how it works. Two B450s and one B550. Oh, you could totally run 3900X CPUs on those motherboards, no problem. Especially when you're undervolting and underclocking and everything. So yeah, you should be just fine. Are you trying to show your screen? We can only see Coin360. No, Coin360 is all it's on right now. Last thing I was on was showing you my price here of these. So I am back on Coin360, and that is where it should be. So no. All for CPU mine. Yeah, I go with the 3900X when it comes to the CPUs. Now, keep in mind, I've been trying to keep an eye on only buying used and deals. And you know, as more people find out about this and more people might start talking about it, CPUs could eventually start going extinct, and then we'll run into a big crisis of, you know, 3900X in a year or two from now, after the merge and everything happens, could go from, well, MSRP of $600 up to like $2,500. Because you know what, when things start becoming profitable, scalpers just, you know, find a way to do that. So that's why I'm slowly starting to build up now. I do not know if this stuff will even happen or come into play, but the numbers are looking like it's a really great possibility, and we just have to keep our eyes open on all angles when it comes to crypto mining, not just GPUs. How do you overclock and undervolt a CPU? Well, we can run through that right quick, because why not? So here I am in my Ryzen Master. You guys see this all right? I'm running default mode. You can see it's 4.6. So this is my default mining right here. So here you can see I have a 3.6. I use Ryzen Master just to start off with in Windows. These are my efficient settings. So 3.6, just all core. I just type in your number here, and it'll tell in it. You can either set it to do the whole bank, or you can just set one to overclock everything at the same time. I do it individually. Now, if you have cheap power or something like that, you might want to use the Ryzen CTR tuner. Again, this is Raptorium. I do not know how maxing everything out will actually affect your hash to watt ratio. That is the next test I'm doing. I will be trying to max out my hash rate and see how much power we are pulling. But you do it all in Ryzen Master. Now, if you decide to go over to HiveOS or something, which I do plan on eventually throwing my CPU rigs into HiveOS, then you will have to do all these tunings here. All these numbers for your CPU will have to be done in the BIOS, because won't be any Windows or anything. It'll load the BIOS, set your CPU settings, and then load up into HiveOS. So keep that in mind depending on your platform. In Windows, that's why I like to do my testing in Windows, because I can just go to Ryzen Master. I can quickly swap my volts around or something, change an overclock, and just hit apply, and you're good to go. It's really easy to tweak in that. And then eventually, once you get a nice, sturdy, stable platform, then if you move over to Linux, you put everything into your BIOS, and you'll be good to go. You should do a video on Ryzen Master. Yeah, I could definitely look into that. There isn't really too much into it, but yeah, I'll take a look at Ryzen Master. Smash that like button for sure. Everyone smash that. Newegg has a Ryzen 7 5800X for $389, shipped next day. That's not too bad. 5800X, they do work a little different. I think they have like 6 of their cores on one chip or something. As you know, the Ryzen CPUs 3 and 5000, they have like those 2 separate dies, and they're filled up with different amount of cores. The Ryzen 5800X kind of has more in one bank. I'm not sure how to really explain it. I don't know too much on it, but yeah, they operate a little bit different in Ryzen Master. I guess I can just give you an example. See how I have all these on these separate banks here? So it'll have pretty much like 6 of these in a row just off your CCX1 or 0 here, and then your next one will be like 4 on this side. Like, it's kind of weird how it's different. Everything's split up a little different, but it's pretty sweet. Now for my little one's gaming PC, I actually got her a Ryzen, it's the 3700X. So it's still an 8 core, 16 threads. So I'll get to play around and test that one. So that'll be fun. And also, we'll be going to be making her own little wallets, and she's going to be mining her own crypto at 7 years old. So that'll be pretty interesting, of course, when she's not gaming. So she's going to have her own little 3060 in her gaming rig, and a 3700X Ryzen CPU, 8-core, 16-thread, to start mining her own little crypto wallet. So that'll be pretty much fun. Little 7-year-old, I'll be making a video when we put that thing together. We got Nice pink keyboard, pink chair, and everything for her. She's pretty excited about it. We're still waiting for a couple more parts though. Best Buy has the 5900X for $499. Is that the States though? I really don't like going against the States prices. Not my best bet to look at everything is I just go to PC Part Picker. Let's go to PC Part Picker here. This is how I usually look to see what's cheaper, and then once I click on it, I see if they have some type of deal or something on top of the price that they're listing here. So I'm just gonna go to Browse Products. Let's take a look at the CPU, and let's look at, like you said, 5900X. So here's a 5900X, and it's looking like here Canada Computers has what the. Oh yeah, for a second I was thinking 5950X, but here's 669, which is only like an extra $70, $100 more than a 3900X. So that's not too bad of an extra. It is the current gen, the top of the line on the 5000 series 5900Xs. Best Buy here is $720. So Canada, it's kind of expensive here. I recently just ordered last night a 5950X. I'm going to be upgrading my workstation. Obviously, we are going to be checking out hash rates on that thing without a doubt. But yeah, I found that thing. What was it? $800. A 5950X for $800. What are they regular in Canada here? I thought it was a decent deal, so I had to grab it. 5950X. What are they here in Canada right now? Oh, they're one's for $888 here right now. That's not too bad, but yeah, usually they're over $1,000, and I picked it up for $800. So a little bit cheaper than what you see here, but they're down a little bit. There's some sales going on by the looks of things right now. So if you're looking for possibly a 5950X, they look like they're down about $200-300 from MSRP. So not too bad, pretty sweet. Do the vid rabbit of your daughter's rig. My daughter has a few builds she would love to watch other kids miners. Yeah, I'll try to get her to help me build it and see how that all goes. But yeah, for sure, we'll definitely get her mining stuff going. Obviously, for her, she wants to play Ark and the Isle and other games, so she's mostly gonna be gaming, and then when she's done gaming, I'm just gonna swap it over to mine for her. But yeah, be fun stuff. Nice you took the plunge on the 5950. Yeah, I did. I saw the deal and I was just like, oh, you know what, I may as well. You know, it's a couple $100 cheaper than what it would be MSRP, so why not? I only buy CPUs when I see them cheaper. I do not try. It's unlike a GPU where you're looking at like a couple $100 extra on top of MSRP, but CPUs are cheap right now, so just go for it. Why not? But again, if everyone, all you guys out there start buying all these CPUs up, then that difficulty is obviously going to increase, raise it, and then the profits come down again for everybody. So keep that in mind too. If everyone moves off GPUs and moves to CPUs, then we still kind of have the same type of thing going on. So what actually happens in the future, we have no idea. But what's happening right now is we're seeing a lot of red in the old crypto market. We got some price dropping going down. Not too bad, really. 1.3%, 0.87% on BTC. So, all right, looking good. Do we have any questions there? We do got to check out some rig pictures. So why not? Let's just start now. We did go through these ones last week. So let's take out Dream Ridiculous. What was that? I don't know what just happened behind me. There's like a fan just went crazy. I don't know if it was the vacuum upstairs or if some rig just started going insanely fast. Something just happened behind me. I don't know what it was. Anyway, so here's Dream Ridiculous with an AMD 3900X on 1 volt mining Raptorium on Hive OS. How much watts is a 5950X? That I do not know yet. I need someone else to show this. Now, someone in my Discord did say a 5950X was mining $5 a day. That's like GPU level profits right there. $5 a day on a CPU. Again, when mine comes in, I can confirm that because I do not know his settings. I do not know what he get. Just said $5 a day. So I don't know. So I will try to confirm that. So here we have 3900X stock cooler, which so far is looking like that is all you need. You do not need something crazy. And if AMD specs are right, 85 to 90 degrees 24/7 use is what they're recommending for temperatures, what you can go up to. Then you know what, the stock cooler is 100% fine when it does come to mining. XMR, you may need that NHD15 if you decide to crank it up, but again, you lose efficiency when you crank stuff up. I do not know what's happening in Raptorium, but we will figure that out when these tests are complete. This is a nice looking rig. We got that. Actually, I think we did look at this last week. I remember this ghost hard drive just sitting here, not hooked up to nothing. But again, let's take a look at this one more time just because. So here we have my setup. So this is the thumbnail, and I posted some of my new rig pics in here. So here is like the new rack I got. I kind of set it up. We changed a little bit of things up. I do now have this Triplite PDU. It's zip tied to the side, sitting vertical now, and I lifted this shelf up. Here we have our network switch. I picked this bad boy up for 30 bucks in Red Deer. I found it on Kijiji, and so far it is working fine. So sweet deal. Normally these things are a couple $100, so found that on a nice deal. Here I 3D printed some SSD, or not SSD, some hard drive holders. So I do have another picture later on in this to show you guys, but that's just the front here. These are three 3900X rigs. These two, obviously, the NHD15s. That's rig 1, rig 2, and this is rig 3. We got a RX 580, 570, and a 470 AMD mining specific GPU right here, and they are on Ergo currently. And obviously, I got these little standoffs. I 3D printed them as well. Got about 1.5 inch gap. Keeps underneath nice and cool. Nice support. I got one for almost every hole. I should have one in the middle here, but there isn't really any weight in the very front. And this one here is the stock cooler. Right now they are on Raptorium. And then we got my other rig at the bottom, as well as that Antminer L3 Plus, which we are testing out from a community member. So much appreciated. You know who you are. And then this is my mixed NVIDIA and AMD GPU rig I got kicking on down there. So yeah, that is that's set up right there. Now what other pictures do I got? So here is that hard drive. So here's that 3D printed hard drive holder. So they're made to be stackable and zip tied. I should have had a little wider picture. You can see it's zip tied. It fits right through the middle, so it doesn't interfere with anything. They zip tied together. They're secure, and then you just slide your hard drives in, and you just keep printing. Every time you get a hard drive, you just print another one, stack it on top, print another one, stack it on top, and you can just keep on going with this. So this is a nice thing. I found this on Thingiverse. So that's just a free STL file I found. It's public use. You can use all you want, and I just printed it out, and it works great. And then here's another picture of that actually from a different angle. So here you can see the zip ties. It's right through the middle here. The holes are lined up perfect, so it just comes up through here, in there, and out the side here, and strap it in, cut it, and good to go. So there's that SD holder. This is from the back side. Oh no, this is the side that it actually slides in from. So yeah, you just slide it in through here. So pretty sweet, nice and neat, keeps everything looking pretty good. Here's a little image of our standoffs I got going on. Again, all 3D printed. 3D printers really make things a lot easier when you cannot find stuff. So here we go. Everything's underneath the motherboard. We got plenty of space here for our GPU to actually sit without hitting the ground and being lopsided up. So everything is off the ground. Nothing is touching anywhere. You can run your wires under here if you actually wanted to. That way you can make everything a little bit neater as well. So yeah, nice 3D printed standoffs for your motherboard. Works everywhere. This is what I'm currently using in my test bench right now, right beside me as well. So I got I got enough printed out for like 9 or 10 motherboards. So I got plenty of them. And then now what do we got here? Mr. Steal Your Blocks. What is going on with another Syncrobit in outdoor box with 5.8 dBi rack antenna? It's going helium crazy. Let's check this one out. Loading. All right, zooming in. Look at that. Some helium action going on right there. Nice. Oh, he's got security cameras. Like, yo, you are not breaking in and getting my rigs. So, yeah, we got some helium mining going on right there. I still have yet to test one. I have not got one. I have no idea what's going on with the old helium miners or all those companies. So stay tuned to that. When I get any information, I will let you guys know. But right now, I have no idea what's going on with helium miners. I'm going to run to the chat here before we do run out of rig pictures. Like I said, we run out fairly fast. We whip through these things maybe too quick. Any ads here? Yes, we do. I saw a 50 used 600. I would have to take 2 ferries, $30 each way. Oh, crazy. So pretty much it'd work out to buying them at MSRP after gas fees and ferry fees and all that. And 4 hours drive. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I would. Deal looks good at first. You should have been like, yo, can you ship? I heard Ryzen's coming out with a new chip, so might get some deals on existing inventory. Well, yeah, Ryzen's Probably the beginning of next year. Sometime next year, maybe we'll be seeing their new ones. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on them, see how they do. But coming into the next ones, we'll probably have to upgrade all their motherboards, and then that'll get expensive. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the next chips do. I'm really kind of excited about their next stage of GPUs. Because as we know how they ended up destroying Intel in the CPU market is they put those two separate chips and they kind of talk to each other, and that's how they're getting all this performance. They're doing the same thing to their GPUs. Now, a couple rumors are adding the two chip series, so like two processors on the GPU, but other rumors are saying they're putting four of them. So it's going to be insane. I'm very curious how AMD's next series of GPUs are going to turn out. I'm hoping they do amazing, because then we can just kick NVIDIA to the curb and say enough with your LHR, you know what, and just stick to AMD or something. But yeah, again, who knows how that's all going to play out for us. I have a 3700X at 4.125 mega, 1.175 millivolts, and a 3600 16, 19, 19, 39, and I'm getting 89, 80 kilohash on Monero Ocean with a max of 9.1. I'm going to swap my RAM with my other PC at 3600, 60. Okay, what'll change if I do? Well, I noticed with the RAM that you don't really notice too much. Now you go out there and you read Reddit forums and everything, and everyone's saying, go out get 3600 megahertz RAM. Now I don't have 3600 megahertz RAM to fully test that, but based on past testing on XMR and Monero Ocean, running one stick, two sticks, CL14 versus CL16. I do have that video out there if you have not seen it. It's called RAM versus Ryzen. Be sure to check that out. But it did not really make much of a difference. The biggest difference between all those RAMs is in your pocket. Trying to check out, trying to buy that RAM. The biggest difference between all that RAM is the price. So I would recommend, just getting the cheaper RAM, and you hardly lose anything. And as well, running your non-XMP profile, you actually run more efficient than even running your RAM at the full speed. So again, there you are again, paying for a higher speed RAM where you're running more efficient without that speed kicked in. So different things to look at it. Like, again, if you have cheap power, free power solar, then why not just get top of the line, run full bore? You don't have to pay for your power. But everyone has a different limitation depending where you're at. I'll take another quick look here. If I want to buy a 3D printer, which one should I buy? I'm not sure. I just went with a cheap one, honestly. I went with the Ender V2. That's the 3D printer I'm currently using. As long as it has a nice heated bed and everything, you should be good to go. I've seen them, but I don't know the model. Intel new architecture. Yeah, Intel's supposed to be coming out with something new instead of their 14nm++ to the power of 10,000. Whatever they're doing now, but they're supposed to be coming out with something new, but they're always constantly running into problems. Like, they try to change some and then they're backlogged for 2 years because it just doesn't work. So who knows, if Intel comes out with something great, let's hope so. That'll put more competition out there. Prices will be fighting with each other. We could get stuff a lot cheaper, but who knows what could happen. Yes, Seattle match. My God, we can ask Chump Change on Discord what 3D printer he uses. It look like Ender's in the vids, but I have no clue. Yeah, I think he has the same 3D printers I have. That's the Ender V2, and it's not too expensive. It's like, Canada, I think it was only like $300 or something, $350. I cannot really remember what I did pay for it, but it's not very much, especially compared to some of the high-end ones. But yeah, I believe that's the Ender V2, same one as mine. MC, no problem. My dad-in-law and brother-in-law live in and new work on Lewis. Okay, well, let's move on to the next pictures here. Living in Dallas, Texas. What do you got going on? This is a nice computer. Which case is that? What case did I get for my little one? It was the HZXT, I believe it was the H110 or H115 or whatever it's called. Looks kind of like this, but this is not the one. This is a little bigger. That is a big screen. Hey, look at that. That's me right there. You must have took this right before the live stream. Is that today? 7 thumbs up. I see 7 thumbs up right here. Let's blow this up bigger. We got to look at this. Let's look at this a little closer. Boom. So this is our live stream. Oh, yeah, that's today's live stream for sure. Look at. Looks like Fistfit Body rescheduled for the same time. There we go. Welcome, friends. All right. So, yeah, this was like right now. He just did this. And here is his. That is a nice looking PC. Wow, look at that. That is amazing. Nice stuff. I like this for sure. Oh, look at everything. All nice and blue, same colors. Sweet. That's amazing. Oh, we got crypto dot you know what right here. I don't want to say that out loud because I do not know if it's a thing. Yeah, we got this. I use the exact same thing. I love this thing. Honestly, top notch, especially in Canada. Easiest way to do anything most of the time. Oh yeah, GPU, everything just cool night. I love this PC. One day I want to get something custom and just go crazy with something like this, but not right now. Not right now. Oh, good stuff. Thanks for that, living in Dallas, Texas. That's sweet. And you probably need that. It's hot over there. Texas is hot, so you need something like that to cool it off. Oh, you got some more here. 2080 Ti with a 3950X CPU mining wrap. Oh, look at this. Oh, sorry. I keep having like little type of hiccups, guys. Oh, we got a ASIC in here. Is that an app miner? And we got a nice wooden frame. Is that an AC or just a fan? Something crazy. Oh, we got some Saturn V rockets. I always wanted one of these. I have a few rockets, but yeah. Saturn V's, they look pretty sweet. These model rockets, nice. Are these the model rockets or just like the model? Doesn't matter. Either way, that's pretty sweet. To the moon, send that thing. Put a Bitcoin on the top and send that to the moon. That would make a nice video. I should do that. Totally. All right, so we got the old Space Goats type of meter here. Obviously, it's with a real junction box, not the 3D printed one, which is probably, you know, safer than 3D printed stuff because it's not up to codes. Oh, we got a nice big monitor here. It's Toshiba. I need something. I need to mount a TV instead of a monitor right in front of my rigs there, and that way I can just throw everything up on the same screen in its own corners, and then I can just look at it and be like, okay, that's what everything's doing, instead of clicking through everything on my workstation. So yeah, this is looking nice though, but I can't zoom in anymore. I can't see the front. This is the back right here. So yeah, everything's exhausting out this way. Good stuff though, looking pretty sweet. Boom, next picture. What do we got? Oh, another top view of this. He's probably telling me, he's in chat right now, he's probably telling me what that is, but he didn't hit the thumbs up though. What? Who didn't hit the thumbs up? What's going on? Oh yeah, right on that picture. Hey, Dallas, Texas. You didn't hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to do that. That's important. Very important. You got to know this stuff. Just messing with you. So we got an HDD down here. Is he chia farming possibly? I don't know. We got some Sapphire Nitros. These are nice cards. The Nitros are great cards. Oh yeah, that's a Nitro as well. Sweet. The pulses and the Nitros. If you're going AMD, MSI gaming cards I believe are top notch as well, but the top of the line when it comes to AMD is their Sapphire Nitro and Pulse cards. They got amazing coolers. Their fans that last a lot longer than say like XFX fans and whatnot, but who knows? That was back in the Polaris days. XFX wasn't the greatest. They may have updated their stuff a little bit to ball bearings and everything, but right now still I'm pretty sure that the Sapphires are top notch when it comes to AMD GPUs. And they got dual BIOS switches, which is highly recommended. So in case you do brick something playing around with it, you do not have to worry. What is this? The ZSX amp. We got the ZSX amp going on down here. That looks like the X11 amp on this side. Good stuff. That's a 750 watt right there. And I cannot see what's hooked to. Oh, wait. I see the green. So this is a 1200. I'm guessing a 1200 watt and a 750 watt going on. Sweet. Good stuff. Obviously, that's from Parallel Miner. Again, links are in the description. They're supposed to be getting more 1200 watt, 750, and 1400 watt PSUs in very soon. They've been out of stock for a couple months on that now. But you know what? Stay up to date. Keep smashing those links, and they will have some more in stock. When I actually find out that they are, I will be throwing the big, everybody, Parallel Miner got their stuff in stock on my Discord again. So if you do want to be quickly notified, then obviously join the Discord like everything else. Forgot my other L3. So yes, these are L3. So he has a couple L3 pluses by the looks of things. Just ripping and a roaring. Now, depending on the power supply, you can run these on 120 volt instead of needing 200 plus and a PDU system. So good side note for people. Now, trying to get your hands on one of these is a different question. That is next to impossible. If you know how, let me know. Shameless report, but added a fourth card since the last pick. Hey, Bilbo Fraggins. No worries, buddy. Let's take a look at chat here. Looks like you guys are wrapping in, firing in these pictures like crazy. So, these all are just here today. So I was not expecting this many pictures already. We're having a good turnout. It's a nice Sunday going on right now. Okay, it looks like we don't have too much going on in chat. Wait, he didn't hit the thumbs. We went to that. Hivas froze on me last night and lost connection. If there's any kill command in Hive OS, if I can't access remotely. Best bet. Well, I guess if you're away, you're looking for a remote option for that. I'm not really 100% sure, actually. Best bet I'd think about if it ever happens is turn the power switch off and turn it back on manually. But if you were away, I guess I'd just keep spamming the restart button, and hopefully in a few minutes it'll kick in and work. So I don't know. You though, haha, where did I buy the meter? Where do I buy the meter? So those meters, which Fudweiser actually has some down here, you can pick them up on Amazon. They are known as a Drock meter. So you can get the meter itself. It's a Drock meter. Then you'll need like a junction box, whatnot, and the wiring obviously to your breaker. But yeah, then you just cut the holes in up to specs so that box, the Drock meter, fits into the box, and then you just wire it up. Good to go. Highly recommended. Get an electrician to do all the wiring. Don't do it yourself if you do not feel comfortable or know what you're doing. How do I get rig pics to you? Join the Discord, and right here you can see rig pictures. That's where you post them. Just come in here, click the old plus button, upload a file, and your rig pictures will be in here. Keep in mind, you do not. This channel specifically in Discord is for rig pics only, not for chatting. We have a separate channel which is called Rig Pic Chat. This is where you talk about the rig pictures that you've seen. Uh-oh, did I just mess everything up? Oh, here we are. Okay, we're back. We didn't lose too much. If I try myself, I can burn the house. Very true. That is why I say electrician. It's always recommended to get an electrician when dealing with any type of power stuff. I'm also looking for a decent wall meter if anyone has any suggestions. On my Discord, I believe I have a couple links to the 120 volt meter that I do use for testing stuff. I cannot remember what exactly it is called, but they're all over the place on Amazon for sure. So what is Raptorium and what is its goals for the future? I like my XMR and trying to decide to switch. Well, Raptorium, I should do that video sometime. I don't know 100% fully on it, but it's a newer coin. Been out for a couple of years. They plan on it's a half privacy coin, I believe. I'll have to get more information because I don't want to say anything false. But all I know is they're going to be adding DeFi and dApps and everything to it fairly soon, within the year, maybe 2 years. So once that happens, and there's a lot more use for it, we could see a nice price jump. Now, if this thing hit $1, that would be amazing because then, yeah, it's really cheap and quick mining right now because it's new. Just like Ergo, just like Raven is right now, everything is set to have in the future, and we will be mining a lot less of it come next year. But yeah, keep that in mind. Raptorium, I will get all the details on that because I don't want to spread any type of false information on exactly what its use is. It's still building its exchanges. It's not on any of the large ones. But with time and as things get adapted and people see use and stuff for them, then yeah, you could see it on bigger exchanges. You could see the bigger high quality wallets starting to accept it. Zelcore actually does now you can now mine to a Zelcore wallet with Raptorium. They have added support to it, so that's pretty sweet. So they are starting to build up slowly, getting more support for the coin. And the future, who knows what could happen in the future. The future is I don't even know what the saying is. I forgot how it works out, so don't worry about it. Do your code for GP Riser still working? I want to buy some of the new splitters. Yes, for gprisers.com as well as .uk. Code Rabid Mining will give you 10% off risers. They got SSD now, splitters. Let's just have a quick peek here and do a quick shill because why not? So gpurisers.com. They have all sorts of stuff now. We got anti-crawler protection going on. Did I go to the right website? Yes, I did. YouTube, they got their own YouTube channel now. So we're gonna go to shop. So here they have a whole bunch of newer risers. Here you can see they got nice white splitter cables, 2 sets of different risers, and we got black splitter cables. These are nice braided cables, as well as SSD drives now. $29.99 for a 64 gigabyte, and that's perfect for Hive, Windows, whatever you need. Windows only needs like 50. Windows 11, I'm not sure what it uses, so it might need more. But yeah, Rabbit Mining will grant you 10% off any item on their store. So feel free to use that code all you want, eat it up. And it does stack. So if you get 2 of them, that's like 20% off, 10% off each. Keep that in mind. There we go. Quick little shill action. All right, let's take a look at Bilbo Fragrance here. Save this repost. Let's take a look. He added another GPU. Now, I cannot remember what these were. Looking at the pins here, they are 2 8 pins. So, yeah, if you guys know what this GPU is, let me know. This is a nice motherboard, though. Look at all that purple lighting. And oh, that's probably coming off here. That's coming off the GPUs, possibly, that purple lighting. But, yeah, nice GeForce RTX. Again, don't know which ones they are, but they're pretty nice looking GPUs. And what is this? We got a fan going on to the PSU here. Is this PSU getting pretty warm? A little warm on the, little bit of heat happening there. All right, moving on. Bad Cat. Oh, we got 4 3070s, 2 3080s, 2 2080 Ti's, 2 Vega 64s, and a 60 RX 6800, and a Lucky Bear. All right, let's check this out. There's a Lucky Bear here as well. You always need your Lucky Bear. Lucky something. Oh, look at this. That's a nice, what is this case or frame or whatever? Oh, it's got a handle. You can just carry it around. Look at that. Hook that up to a modular battery pack and, you know, link it to your cell phone for, you can just walk around the street or something with that. Take that camping. Do whatever you got to do. You can mine anywhere. Nice and portable. Sweet. That looks nice. I like it. Oh, I can zoom in more. Let's do that. Asus 3070 duals. That's what those were? Nice. All right. Asus 3070 duals were in the last photo. Those are some nice Asus cards. Oh, we got the mini screen up here underneath the big screen. Got screens all over the place. Here's a Lucky Bear. Oh, we got Xbox happening. Here's an Xbox fan. Any guys Xbox fans? And here's the Lucky Bear. This is what increases hash rate almost as much as RGB lighting. Oh, we got headset there. Nice keyboard. Look, oh, this is like a nice angled monitor. This is probably costed a few dollars right there. That's for sure. That's a nice monitor though. But oh, the price on those things. I'd love one of those. But yeah, not happening. Not happening. Okay, Fundraiser, we got making my own metered outlets, boxes superior to 3D printed boxes. There you go. Boom. Here they are, the Drock meter. Oh, I cannot remember the plug. Obviously, it says right. Oh, it says right on them, so I don't even have to remember it. Levington, exact same plugs I use. Most people probably use these plugs. So Levington L620 plug, and here you can see it's 200 volt plus. So 200 to 200 volts here going on, or 20. Oh, that says 20 amp to 2. I cannot read. Oh, I can zoom in. There we go. You know, there we go. 20 amp to 250 volts. So 20 amp, 250 volt. Is the rated for those plugs. Here's our Drock meter. There are 2 or 3 versions of the Drock meter now. They're all the same size. This just has a different LCD screen and layout. Mine, the ones I currently use, it is like the first gen. The newer ones look kind of a little more fancier. Maybe I'll update mine sometime, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, these are the Drock meters. Those are your junction boxes, and then all you do is pretty much wire it in, cut your holes. Well, you cut your holes first, then you wire it in, mount it all, and you're good to go. Again, these are the actual CSA approved ones, which that's our standard in Canada here, so that if anything happens, you know, you are using appropriate electrical gear. Those things are pretty sweet. That is your meters. 43-inch monitor for when I have time to game. 43 inches. Oh man, I wish I had that. That would be amazing. Ravmind Crypto and Tech. The 2 small fans just push the heat out more instead of being pulled up into the first card. I don't like my cards running higher than 50C if possible. Hey, makes total sense. Right on. So if it's doing what it's supposed to be doing for you, that's all that matters. Everyone does their own little thing when it comes to keeping things cool and airflow movement and whatever else. Oh, look at this. This is nice. This is our last picture. Uh-oh. We're running out of pictures, guys. We got quite a few pictures today, though. That's pretty sweet, though. Oh, we got a cat. See, last time we had the Lucky Bear. Now we got the Lucky Cat just strolling through, checking out the hash rates. This is a nice, clean setup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fans, so 6 card frames. 2 of them side by side. Oh, this is on the nice Amazon racks. Looking sweet. Keyboard, nice power bar right here. Oh, individual switches. Ooh, it's getting a little on the fancy side. Just kidding. I'm not sure what that is back there. A speaker or something? I don't know. Oh, we got a hanging GPU. Oh, that's an extra one. So we got, or is that a GPU or is that a fan? No, that's a radiator. Looks like a rad going on right here. I see the two hoses down here. So that's a radiator going to possibly, did I have a write-up on this? Going to the CPU. 2 mixed rigs, 1 AMD, 1 NVIDIA. What CPU are they running? Oh, lost my picture now. So I'm guessing this is a 240 AIO going into whatever the CPU is running, unless, oh wait, that GPU looks weird. That might be for this GPU right here, because it's kind of cut in half with no fans on it. Oh, there's something going on. There's something liquid cooled happening here. But all in all, this is a nice setup, nice and clean, looking sweet. 1200 watt platinum 94 plus. It's the blue plug right here, power supply. Same thing over here, and the Lucky Cat. We got some weights and everything happening as well. So pretty nice, looking good. And we are out of pictures, so we need you guys to post some pictures. Go back into here. We are still in the red, so this stream did not do any type of price jumping. Oh, we are up a little bit. We're at 5.4% instead of 7.8 or 8 or whatever it was. Oh, there's living in Dallas, Texas. You forgot to hit that thumbs up button. Did you do that now? Dallas, Texas. Rapids. Hey, that's almost like my name. Some people, when I was first started gaming with Rapid Gaming, a lot of people always called me Rapid Gaming, Rapid Game, or Rapid. You know, they say, "Hey, Rapid, guess what?" or something. I was like, "Oh, why does everyone always do that?" But it doesn't matter. Never really bothered me. Okay, Living Dash said it does make the warranty invalid if you flash a new OS, right? I was thinking of using the Hive ASIC hub instead of keep it active. Oh, I don't know if, yeah, actually, I think Bitmain, they may possibly void the warranty if you get something brand new and flash their firmware. I believe that is possibly a thing, yes, but once that is over and done with, everyone just flashes anyway. They say enough with it, because do you honestly take them back for warranty? I guess if it blew up in like a couple weeks, it's safe to let it run for a couple months so you know it's okay, and then I guess flash it. It's a 8 GPU rack. Yes, on the Amazon purchase. Okay, gotcha. CPU coolers, Ryzen 7 3800X. Okay, that's what's going on. That's your crypto gym. Oh, that's a good one. Crypto gym instead of crypto mining basement or crypto farm. This is the crypto gym. That's a good one. I smashed a thumbs up. Had to get back to the computer after taking and uploading the fix. No problem, man. We're just messing with you. Don't worry about it. No big deal. Damn Fudwires, that's spendy. What'd you do? What'd you say? 0.12 kilowatts per hour over here. Oh, okay, yeah. I've got some L7s on the way. Any recommendations for keeping them cool? And if I should flash Hive ASIC or not? They'll be my first ASICs. Oh, okay, Rapid is asking me, like, where did you get those? Where are you from? Where are you living? And how much were they? But yeah, I would highly recommend using the Hivon ASIC firmware. We can take a look at this one right quick, actually. Let's just jump into here. Hivon ASIC firmware. Jump in here. What's going on here? Oh, I have something exceeded a threshold. Something happened. But yeah, here is pretty much it. We are hashing at, where does it say? Got 81 rejected shares. 3007. Booted 9 days ago, so it's been running for 9 days straight without any reboots or anything needed. Where's my hash rate? Oh, that's the OC profile. What am I hashing? Oh, I'm hashing at 504.1 right now. So this is the Hivon ASIC. You can run it right through your GPU farm. So I just made it separately. You could throw it straight on this one. I might split another one here. I might just put GPU farm, then have a separate another farm, just call it my CPU farm possibly. I'm not really sure. I was kind of going over the HiveOS prices, like do it, and supposedly CPU rigs with one GPU are only 30 cents. Now, it also states if the GPU is not mining or only one. I still don't know all the fine details. So obviously when I start adding some more CPU rigs onto this, I'm going to start having to pay for HiveOS. So I guess I'll find out the details when that happens. But supposedly a CPU mining rig, which is one GPU, is only 30 cents per month. And a GPU rig, as we know, is $3 per month. And an ASIC, if you're not running Hivon ASIC firmware and you have an ASIC in it, then that's $2 per month. But if you are running the HiveOS ASIC firmware, then the ASICs are free. I think that's how it all plays out from what I kind of gathered there. So keep that in mind, because HiveOS is a pay feature once you get to an X amount of rigs, which is 4. 4 and under is free, and 5 and above you start paying for everything. I got a CPU cooler on the cheap, and I was mining Monero. That's the cooler hanging from the rack. Now mining RTM. Okay, gotcha. So that was going to the CPU then. Makes a lot of sense. That's what we thought at first, but then my mind started playing tricks on me. Do we have any other questions, guys? Anything else going on? What should we check out here? How is the Etherscan looking? Oh, we're at 2.1. Oh, we had a 2.5er right there. Not too bad. So the reward was higher than the burn, so that's a good thing. 2.5, 1.9. Again, these tips, somebody's been tipping large. 2.3, so not too bad at all. What to mine? What is a 3080 rig getting, or 3080 GPU getting us today? On Ethereum, 653. 458 on Raven. Not too bad. And 463. So I kind of talked about it yesterday. You see how Raven is at 458 and Ergo is 463. Now for me, because I have distribution charges and stuff, I will be spending a lot less on power and making more because of that power cost. Ergo would be making me more money than Raven. Raven uses more power, and long term you start adding rigs and cards and everything together, then you start paying more based on your power usage, and that distribution fees starts getting higher and higher and higher, and that it just makes the cheaper coin that uses a lot less power over that coin, over, like you said here, like a 10 cents difference. It's not even there. It makes this one a lot more profitable than this one long term. So keep an eye on that. Don't just look at the numbers. Start thinking about power costs. Think about the background stuff, not just the straight numbers in front of you. It's a lot more difficult than that. Although a lot of people will just come here and be like, okay, switch, go, and that's it. They don't even think anything past that point. That's just straight minded, boom, I'm going to that. And a lot of people just do that. You got to think of your power costs and everything as well. Ethereum Classic, let's try a 3060. Now, depending how everything's going, like every coin, every card now is almost different. Like now our Ergo is way up here in a 3060 Ti at 382, and Raven's way down here. So obviously, with power and everything considered, Ergo is a way better choice than going over Raven coin. Now let's take a look at 13070. Like, profitabilities are so close. That's another thing why I talked about MB Miner dropping the hash rate on Ethereum by 70%, or no, increasing it. You got 70% back, so you're still losing 30%. But because the profits are getting kind of so close together now, losing any hash rate on Ethereum with an LHR card is really not worth it at all. Unless, again, you're 100% bullish on Ethereum and you expect it to hit, what was the latest article? Within 20 years or something, or 20 years, and like the next 2 to 5 years, Ethereum is supposed to be at 150,000, possibly. But anybody can say any number they want right now. Whenever we're at decent prices, those numbers shoot out like crazy. People are throwing out of control numbers constantly. But then whenever we're in the red or a bear market, people are saying, I told you so, or this isn't going to happen, or whatever. Like, it is so funny how the market and Reddit and all these people that do all these predictions, really, you can predict just as much as the next pro. I can predict just as much as whoever else. Anybody can just throw out a number. It's that simple. Like, no one knows how crypto is going to pull out. Absolutely no idea. So if they say they know what's going to happen, they're lying to you. They're trying to get views. They're trying to do whatever it is. So just keep that in mind. No one knows what's going to happen. Now, so here we are anyway. The 3060 rig. Ergo is in number one, ultimately. Raven is in second. Now, what is it telling us here for Kapow? Is 22 at 140. And I'm trying to remember what my numbers were. I think I hit 22.8 at, it was either 135 or 142 watts. So this is pretty close. Accurate when it comes to power consumption. I can't remember my exact number. I only tried it for like a couple days, and then I swapped over to Ergo because then I calculated all the power stuff. But yeah, so depending on the card, everything is pretty different. Like, look at the 6800 XT, I think it is. There we go. 6800 XT is 385. Now 6800 XT, I believe 33 at 200 watts. Now let's look at a 3060. I believe it's one of the top three efficiency cards when it comes to Ravencoin. A 6800 XT is supposedly pretty good according to what to my numbers. I got to go through all this stuff one day and actually find out what's going on, because I don't have all these cards to test, so I just have to base everything on all these estimates. But said and done, what to mine is fairly close when it does come to your actual profits, your mega hash, the power it uses. Sometimes it's slightly different, like a 3060 Ti. This is really like 61 mega hash at 136 watts. Sometimes it's a little bit off, but for the most part, we can get nice straight up numbers for this. So I do like to use this and decide like what type of cards I should look into when I'm looking at stuff. And then it takes you to how much does that card cost currently, how many scalpers are scalping it. So many different things to look at. What was with yesterday's ETH pace spike? Supposedly, I believe an NFT dropped. I don't remember whose or how's, but we have been seeing this little off and on the past couple weeks as some high profile NFT drops and people start buying, trading, putting bids. However, all the whole NFT market works, I'm not 100% sure. So potentially that was a thing. And if you want a fast transaction, you got to pay the miner tip. And supposedly people were paying like $3,000 just to tip their transaction to go through. So that's pretty insane. So there's some people with some really deep pockets that were doing some transactions, because I know I would not be paying $3,000 for a transaction. No way. NFT hype on OpenSea. There you go. That's what it was. Budweiser just told you. Okay, do we have any questions out there? Anybody? What's going on? So what was your daughter's rig again? Her rig, do I still have the parts? Oh, I don't. I think I erased that. So she has, her gaming rig will be a B450 MSI Gaming Max motherboard, I believe, or 550. Maybe it was a 550 Gaming Max. It's going to have a 3700X CPU, which is 8 cores, 16 thread, RTX 3060, and then an NZXT case, whatever else. Obviously, stock cooler is going to be 100% fine with that thing. And yeah, that's pretty much what hers is going to be. Plus, she has her little accessories. Nice pink keyboard, pink mouse, pink headset, pink gaming chair. Yeah, so that's pretty much her thing. Visa at it again. Good old Visa. That's another thing I don't get. Everybody wants to say, crypto decentralized, stay decentralized is what we need. But then a lot of people, well, when I say everybody, I'm usually talking to like a lot of the communities and Reddit, which really you don't want to go there unless you want to bang your head against the wall, because 90% of the people there are either just throwing out whatever for no reason. But anyway, they're talking about how great this thing with Visa is going to be, or how great this is going to be. And seriously, think about it. Visa is going to be buying crypto. They're going to be doing this, and then you can sell it and use it and all this stuff. But all that's happening is that's why I think Ethereum is really moving into the centralized version of the world. Everyone's saying it's a good thing. It's not. It's meant to be decentralized. That's the whole point of crypto. Now, as these other companies adapt it, they're going to own it, they're going to run it, and they're going to charge you more for using their product with it. Like, they're not doing it because they think it's a good thing. They see dollar signs, and they're going to add more monthly fees to your Visa card. They're going to add more whatever fees. So I don't know why some people get so pumped out that big companies like that are going to incorporate it. Yes, it helps the price, the hype, whatever, but in the end, it's going to hurt everybody. That's what I think. And if I end up disappearing all of a sudden, I may have said something I probably shouldn't have. Okay, anyway. Enough about all that. I thought I'd just throw out a little bit of 2 cents there. Never had a credit card, never will. Buy only what you can afford. For sure, that's all you ever do. That's why I really enjoy that crypto dot you know what card, because you can use your crypto and stuff, convert it to it. There's no monthly fees, no nothing, and you get 2% back anytime you use it. So I go out and buy a card. I'm using my stuff that I mined, and I'm also getting 2% off whatever I get. So technically, you go get a card at MSRP, you're getting it at a 2% sale because you're getting that back. So it's pretty insane. And 0 fees are added to that. Okay, anyway, so do we have any other questions going on? Anybody want to know anything? Curious about anything? So it's prepaid. Yeah, pretty much that's how it works, but you just convert. You say, so if I need like example, that 5950X I seen, I took some ETH and I said top up, and boom, it was there, and I ordered it like within 20 seconds. I spent too much recently on my cards. I feel bad. Hey, that's the way it goes. Like, pricing costs loss, but the only way you got to get your ROI back, just mine away, mine away, mine away. Once you recuperate the cost of your hardware, then you know what? Then you're laughing again. Then if crypto hits a massive boom, then you double the price of that card. Then you're really laughing. So keep that in mind. I know at first when you first get stuff, you're like, oh, now I'm down, now I'm down. As the days go by, the months, the years, you know, you start stockpiling up again, and then you just do it all over again. Polkadot and Polygon, I don't really know. I haven't looked into any of that other type of stuff at all, really, like zero. So I have no idea. The only thing I really know about that stuff is like headlines that you see on news blogs or whatever else. That's about it. Or people on Reddit saying, buy this now because it's gonna go this, and then right away you say, I'm not even gonna even look at that article because it's another one of those people that don't know what they're talking about. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Let me see, let's check out our Chia. Why not? We'll just look at our Chias right quick. How is Chia doing? Are we up at all from yesterday? Because we did look at it a bit yesterday. I can't even remember what we were at yesterday. Oh, we are at 10, so we got like an extra $1 or something. So it is estimating 66 cents per day. And I'm unpaid balance of $10.66. 0.04 Chia XCH. Now that is only with 14 terabytes, maybe 12 total actually, because when you actually format it and get everything done, you know, you do lose a little bit there. But yeah. Chia is not the greatest thing to ever do. Highly recommend to stay away. Again, if the price shoots to like 5,000, who knows? It's a totally different ball game at that point. I'm in the process of upgrading the 240. Where did you buy your PDU power bar and PDU cables? I believe I got mine on Amazon, and I think I do have links to those in Discord. I'm not sure if it's the exact one and they couldn't have it anymore, but I'm pretty sure mine is in my Discord link, my Amazon links. You can find that for sure. I have all sorts of different stuff in there for most of the stuff that I do use. But I did get mine. It's a Triplite brand, and it is from Amazon, as well as all my cables. I always order my cables through Amazon as well. I bought ADA 50 cents, so now I bought a new GPU with my profit. Nice. See, look, there you go. That's the way it's done. Using that and picking up more hardware from our stuff. Now, ADA is supposed to be going through something. What is it? Are they releasing like a chain on Ethereum, or something is supposed to happen within the week or two, which could potentially increase its price? Now, I cannot remember what it is. I was kind of thinking about maybe swapping something into it just for a short term, next couple weeks type of thing, but I cannot remember what was happening or when it was happening. But I know it is coming up, so I should probably look into it because I may miss the boat. Views, how do I know how many coins I am yielding? Michael, what are you talking about? My motherboard was more expensive than my 59. So yeah, I know some motherboards are extremely expensive. That's why I say when it comes to mining. Uh-oh, my alarm's going off. You guys can probably hear that. That means what's it called? That CPU should be done testing. So I'm gonna go to RPlan, see if it's started mining or not yet. That's 150 minutes. I set my timer to see for its tuning on here. Oh, it looks like we're starting to hash. Test bench 1. Nice. So we have a 0 balance, 0 immature. So I gotta write this number down. 12:08 p.m. 24 hours from right now is when I'll be checking to see how much RTM we have mined on this CPU with all its crazy stuff. So just give me a second. I gotta write this down. All right. 12:08. All right, so 12:08. I'm just gonna do a check power consumption thing. One more second, guys. Sorry. 3. All right, total at the wall power right now is 273. 273. So 273 watts. I gotta subtract that now. 273, 125. So we're using 148 watts currently with this CPU fully tuned up. So we are using quite a bit more power than our previous setting. All right. All right. You know, I gotta get these numbers down, or we will not have the proper test numbers for when this comes through. So we have started now. 24-hour test on this setup, fully tuned RTM rig is now begun. 24 hours from now, I will have the results on that. Cardano Goj, I don't know how to spell that. Cardano Go. Oh, I think I know what you're trying to say, but I'm not really sure. Gogan hard fork September 12th. Is that what it is? September 12th. Is that the same day that we're supposed to be having a Best Buy drop? So I guess that. One of those real soon. Hope people don't sell the news. Yeah, doesn't it usually it's buy the hype, sell the news, or however that goes. Oh, what is AVAX? Something is really red here. It's not just pink, it's like right red. Interesting. So it looks like we're at, I better check on rig picks. Do we have any more? No more rig picks. Sorry guys. Nobody is posting us some rig picks. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Alrighty, so that seems like that might be wrapping up our show. So if we have any last minute questions here, let's just give it a few seconds here and we'll check it out. And then I gotta go continue on with these RTM tests so I can get all the proper numbers for you guys. So when I actually do put that video together, we know exactly what to tune our CPUs for, at least for a 3900X. Now, I do not have all these crazy other CPUs to test. And you imagine trying to it's going to take a couple months to test a whole bunch of CPUs. It's just crazy because the way Raptorium works, again, different algorithms, just like Kapow, Ravencoin. Now, that's another thing I kind of noticed too, is like there's a lot of people out there that like to test their GPUs and showcase stuff, but they're not really doing it 100% right, especially for Ravencoin and Raptorium, because they do use those mini algorithms. If you throw like your GPU on the Ravencoin 5 times within like 10-15 minutes each time, you'll probably get a different hash rate and power consumption each time, because the way Raptorium and Kapow does work, that keeps the ASIC resistant, there's a whole bunch of mini algorithms within it. And if you're noticing hash rate fluctuations and everything, that is 100% normal. It does not mean your card is blowing up, quitting, something's wrong. It's just the way the algorithm works. It keeps switching to different algorithms, and each algorithm uses a different amount of power, and it hashes a little different. So if you see somebody and they say, you know, we're getting 32 mega hash at whatever watts, and you're possibly getting 34, or maybe you're getting 30, and you know the power is a little bit different as well, you're like, well, how come I can't hit that? That is most likely reason why. Someone may have just done the video, they found the most amount, they just recorded from where the highest mega hash was. And that's why I like to go around and find the average and everything, because algorithms like that are really hard to test. So you are going to have to base it on the average so you can get a nice fine-tuning number instead of 100 different numbers going back and forth all the time. So keep in mind kind of how those things play out that way. Could be Arizona hard fork on the 13th. Can't keep up. They keep having hard forks. Cardano is doing some crazy stuff out there, or ADA. They're going nuts, trying to keep up. But again, you know, who knows what could happen? A lot more people start seeing what's happening. ADA is one of those things that Ethereum, I think, possibly does have to watch out for. Like, they're pretty much doing what ETH does do, but they're doing it like kind of cheaper. They're doing it faster, and as more people start opening the door and looking into it, there are a lot more people that are opening up more wallets, moving ETH over to Cardano. It's really true. And now if ETH ever does mess something up, their blockchain falls apart, some type of hiccups, ADA could see a flood of all those users, because potentially they're almost the same type of thing, but ADA is newer technology and figuring out how to do some of the stuff better and cheaper. So I don't really know too much on it though, just some little things I get here and there. I should actually do a full deep dive into it and see exactly what is going on with it, but right now I'm only touching the surface, so I don't really know what is happening with that coin. And you get, like you said, Fudweiser right there, he can't even keep up. It keeps doing all sorts of stuff. But they're trying to stay on top of everything, and they're doing it pretty fast and moving at pretty quick speeds here. So right now it's at 284. If a couple weeks from now, what if this is sitting at 10? I'd be like, oh no, I knew something was going to happen, but I forgot to swap over to it. ADA, there you look at Fud is saying ADA is gonna smash Eth. There we go. Everyone, move your Eth over to ADA. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Never listen to me. If I say do something, do the opposite because I'm a horrible trader. But the way a lot of things are going, ADA is looking pretty good. Yes, it's be a very good unmineable video because yes, you can mine whatever you want and swap it into ADA if you choose. Which is how I got my Shiba coins actually. So my Shiba coins is a nice 20-year hold. See what happens there. Probably nothing, but hey, you never know. It's crypto. Anything can happen. All right, guys. So hope you guys did enjoy this episode. I'm gonna check one more time if we do have any more rig pictures here. No, we don't. All right. Last minute questions here, and we are going to have to wrap this up. Trade all your mind at the ADA. There you go. You heard it there. Do it. Let's try to keep an eye. I'm going to try to remember that. I'm going to write that down. 289. So when we come back to this next week, we're going to see what that price is. Oh, it just went down. All right. 288 is ADA. Now, if I remember that I wrote that down, maybe you guys, next Saturday, next Sunday, remind me that to look at the ADA price and what it was. So right now, 288. I did write it down, but if I remember, I guess that will be time to tell. So anyway, we're going to wrap this up, guys. I just want to thank all you guys for showing up. We had a lot of fun. Please join the Discord so you can post your rig picks. We can go through them next Sunday. I got a bunch of testing to do in Raptorium here, so hopefully it does work out pretty good. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Hit the subscribe button, like button, and I'll catch you on the next one. Rabid out.